Where is she? I glared at the members as they stood before me with their heads down. It has been a month since she left and you can't even find a little girl who doesn't have any wolf power. Such worthless members, I growled and slapped the table so hard that it cracked. Young Alpha, we tried but she is nowhere to be found in the territory. Besides, no one saw her leaving the border, one of them replied. I closed my eyes. Go away, I don't want to see your face until you find her and bring her back. It has been a month since Shyla left the pack. At first I thought she is angry and will cry her heart out. Then when she calms down I will coax her again. But I didn't expect her to directly leave the pack like that. I knew my relationship with Reese would affect her, but to this extent, it was not something I am hoping for. Though our relationship was not too intimate, we shared the bond of a mate bond, and for a wolf, especially the one who is about to ascend the alpha title, losing the mate will give a huge blow. Reese is sexy and attractive and was able to capture my heart, but she is not my mate in reality, where Shyla was my destined and her presence always gave the support and strength. That night after she rejected me, I felt pain in my chest and it almost burnt me if Dad did not give me the healing pill at the right time. I never thought Shyla would refuse the offer and even reject me as her mate. After all those matters, I never wanted to lose my mate. Without your real mate you can't get the alpha title. But why did she leave? Didn't I tell her to be responsible for her? I wanted to give her every right that Luna has except the title of Luna. But she refused it. Is there still no news about her? I turned around to see Reese standing on the doorstep with a worried face. I shook my head. She gave a small smile before walking towards me. If it was not for me, she would still be here. I think I really overthink of our relationship. I frowned. You don't need to say that. She is just angry, so maybe that's why she is hiding. But she rejected you. I closed my eyes tightly. This is something I don't want to hear. You should leave now. I have work to do, I told her. Her face turned pale. Avon, I know you are worried about Shyla. She has been missing for a month now and I am also worried about her too. After all, she is my sister. Though we are not related by blood, but all these years we grow up together and that is something we can't change. Whatever happened, we all has part in it. I looked at her. Her beautiful face is now pale and white. As tears run through her cheeks it makes pitiful. I grabbed her hand and pulled her to me. Don't worry about her. Apart from us she doesn't know anyone. So no matter what, she can't hide for long. She has to return back in here. I tried to confront her, but I am not even sure for myself. Though I claimed her as my mate, but still I was not so close to her as I am with Res. I just know she was my mate and I have some responsibility towards her, and other than that I never get closer to her nor ever be intimate with her. So now, comforting Reese, I also don't know how true my own words are. Reese raised her head from his chest. Really? I nodded, trying to assure her. We both knew this day would come and we even discussed it. We will work together to sort the situation and make Shyla understand the situation, but what I never expected was that Shyla will be this hard to handle. I was about to say more when someone knocked on the door. Alpha is calling you in the astrology room. It was Ben, who gave a poker face. Since Shyla left he hasn't talked to me. I nodded. I will go right away. He turned and left without any words. Why is Alpha suddenly calling in the astrology room? Reese asked. Maybe because of Priest Trivan. He was said to arrive in a few days. Dad was anxious, so he invited him. I guess he has arrived, so Dad is asking to see the results of the stars, I replied. Will there be any complications? I don't know. We can only find out after going there. Let's go. I pulled her towards the astrology room. When we arrived, there was already Dad, Mom, Reese's parents waiting for us. Priest Trivan is a well-known astrologer, and his direction was never wrong. But he doesn't stay in one place and roams around the world. Dad has worked hard to invite him. Come in, Avon, we have been waiting for you, Dad said, nodding before looking at Priest Trivan. I have met Priest Trivan a few times before this, so I know his appearance very well. We settled in nearby couches where Priest Trivan sat in the center. The pack is not going well these days. I don't know what's the main reason behind it. One after another problems arrive continuously. Please help us to give some direction, Dad requested. Priest Trivan closed his eyes and threw some cowrie shells on the green cloth placed on the table. He chanted a few words which were whispered only to be hearable to him. Once he was done, he opened his eyes and eyed the cowrie shells which were spread in angles on the table. There is something amiss in this pack, the priest Trivan said, but before anyone could ask anything he continued, who has Scorpius as birth star constellation in this pack? We looked at each other. When a child is born, the first thing we do is to identify his or her birth star. There are many stars that could bring goodness and badness. So it's an important matter to identify it. But having a Scorpius star is kind of rare. We don't have anyone with this birth star, priest, Dad replied. Priest Trivan shook his head. No, there is. The calamity in this pack is already predestined, but because of the lucky star, it was suppressed, so you all are living peacefully for years. But he frowned as he looked at the cowrie shells again. The lucky is gone. What is the lucky star, priest Trivan? I could not help but ask. His head snapped towards me, still frowning. Your star Pegasi is too weak, but you are fortunate to bond with a lucky star which has the ability to turn misfortune into fortune. But why you lost that lucky star? His sudden question puzzled me. What is he trying to say? Lucky star? I could not understand it. What does that mean, priest Trivan? Dad asked him. Priest Trivan looked at him. It was heaven who united the lucky star with this pack, but suddenly the heavens' wish twisted and the newly formed bond broke. And now there's no chance for it to mend. The lucky star of your pack is gone to its destined place. That means... Dad started. Priest Trivan looked calm. It means the fortune heaven bestowed this pack is left, leading the calamity to take place. This place was fortunate enough to have the lucky star, but alas. That star is now destined to somewhere else. What's the solution to that? Dad asked again. His expression shows he is really anxious. There's no solution other than facing the calamity. Alpha, your pack, choose it yourself, now no one can stop it. My deviation ends here. I have said much and now couldn't say more. Then priest Trivan got up and slowly walked out of the room, leaving us behind. I walked towards Dad. Dad, what does priest Trivan meant? I can't understand. Dad looked at me. His eyes are red. I thought he was angry, but beforehand I knew a hard slap landed on my face. The force was hard enough to turn my head to the other side. Mom gasped beside him. Reese called out my name. You don't know, are you that naive? You couldn't understand this simple deviation. How could you become such a fool? You could not understand who was the lucky star that priest Trivan was referring to. Rack your mind and try to find who left the pack, he shouted, then turned around and left abruptly. Mom looked at me before following Dad. I held my cheek as my mind pondered over this matter. Avon, are you okay? Reese was immediately on my side. Rack your mind and try to find who left the pack. Dad's voice rings in my mind. Who left the pack? The more I think. Suddenly something came up. The only one who left the pack is Shyla. So it means she was the lucky star of bright shine, because her the calamity is being avoided, but now that she left everything is falling apart. My eyes widened with shock. I don't care about Reese's concerned tone. My mind is filled with shock and realization. The lucky star of the pack, Shyla, the lucky star of bright shine, but... Unfortunately I already lost her, and now... The calamity has already started.
Please download Novels Ago and search the code in the upper left corner to continue reading.